Hello, my name is Mina, and today we're going to be debating the topic raising the driving age to 18 years old, and I'm going to be presenting in the affirmative side. The first thing that I want to talk about today is the safety concern. That's one of the first things I want to talk about because of to raise the driving age. The statistics for newly licensed 16 years old are alarming. Studies report that this group is 6 to 10 times more likely to have a collision than a 25 to 70 years old. Driving is also the leading cause for death for this group. And the fact is, according to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, 16-year-old drivers have more accidents per highway miles than any other age group. And the Center for Disease Control and Prevention report recently that traffic accidents are the leading cause for death for American teenagers, accounting for adults, a third of all deaths in all the age groups. Nudging the legal driving age upward a bit, at least will reduce the numbers for the 16-year-olds who are killed each year in auto accidents. Also, Adrian Lund, the president of the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, a research group funded by the auto insurance industry, acknowledged that the idea is a tough sell, but noted that the car crashes are the leading cause of death among teenagers. The bottom line is that when we look at the research, raising the driving age saves lives. Lund said. He plans to present the proposal at the annual conference of the Governors Highway Safety Association in Scotland. Also, the Institute research have compiled decades worth of data from New Jersey, the only state that issues license at 17, and various studies have shown that the overall rate of teens killed crashing in New Jersey have been consistently lower than in nearby states. More than 5,000 U.S. teens die each year in car crashes. The rate of crashes fatal and non-fatal per mile driven for 16-year-old drivers is almost 10 times the rate for drivers aged 30 to 59, according to the National Highway Safety Administration. According to the Auto and Home Insurance Information, they stated that the national team driving statistics says that more vehicle crashes are the leading cause of deaths for teenagers. 16-year-olds have a higher crash rate than drivers of any other age, and 16-year-olds are 3 times more likely to die in a motor vehicle crash than the average of all drivers. My second point is they're inexperienced drivers. Research used to think that inexperience mostly to blame for deadly crashes involving teenagers. However, in recent years, safety researchers have noticed a pattern emerge, one that seems to stir more than immaturity than for inexperience. Skills are a minor factor in most cases, says Alan Williams, former chief scientist at the Insurance Institute. It's really attitude and emotion. The NIH brain research suggested that the area that peer ahead and consider consequences called the dorsal cortex remain undeveloped. And in teen after teen, the research team discovered that it's not fully mature. That means careless attitude and rash emotions often driven teens' decisions, says Jay Grid, the chief of the brain image in the child unit. Indeed, this is why brain auto safety experts think that most car crashes could be easily avoided, but are caused by teenagers showing off or being discouraged the safety of themselves and others by their attitude, it will never happen to me. And more proof about this, there was a study of the brain research in the National Institute of Health explained for the first time we we effort to protect the youngest drivers usually fail. A 16-year-old, the executive branch of the brain is generally far less developed than of teens just a little older. And my last point is they're easily distracted by electronics. The research that was conducted by the Pew Research Center, they stated that despite the fact that using a mobile or a cell phone is illegal in many countries, there are still places, including a lot of the US states, in which it is completely legal to use a phone, even to send a text message, including 1 in 3 or 34% texting teens aged 16 to 17 say they have texted while driving. This has been identified as a serious problem among teenagers driving who are themselves more familiar with the technology and do not see driving as an environment in which it is inappropriate to drive one's not attention. Adding at least a year onto the legal driving age would bring maturity in all areas and increase awareness of dangers of driving while using mobile or media devices.